Hi everyone and welcome to my morning report analysis videos on Tuesday the 27th of February with me, Rich Pro-Market Analyst at Hantec Markets. We've got a fairly sort of consolidating market at play at the moment. There's not a great deal of movement going on in the Forex majors. The dollar's sort of stabilised. It had initially sold off yesterday, bounced into the close, but it's just drifted off a touch early today. What we've got is pretty much across the majors markets sort of biding their time. And I think that biding of the time is coming ahead of the testimony by Jerome Powell this afternoon. Jerome Powell, new Fed chair, gives his first testimony to Congress today. And it'll be interesting to see what Powell says on inflation and also balance sheet reduction as well, and the outlook for the US economy. So it'll be interesting how that affects bond markets, with yields just sort of buzzing around a bit. Again, initially they had sold off yesterday, but sort of bounced a little bit into the close. And what we've got is the Treasury yield on the 2-year as well, sort of stabilising a bit. But I think the main sort of focus will be on the dollar moves in the wake of Jerome Powell, and how that affects risk appetite as well generally. We saw a huge run higher yesterday on Wall Street. The S&P 500, 1.2%. Again, that's a huge sort of move up to the upside. Continues that recovery. The strength of that recovery that we've had in the last sort of two or so weeks has been incredible, actually, considering this sharp decline that we saw, and the amount of rebound that we've seen. It's moving above 27.55 on the S&P 500 is a key move. So really are seeing Wall Street pushing ahead, but European markets consolidating in front of Powell. So we're looking for that. We've also got a fair amount of US data, actually. We've got the core durable goods numbers for the States at 130, 0.4% expected for the ex-transport there. And you're also looking at the Case-Shiller HPI home price index at 2 o'clock, expected to be 6.3%, and then looking out for the Richmond Fed manufacturing, and also the consumer confidence. Consumer confidence being the main factor to look out for. Actually, I've gone past consumer confidence there. Main factor to watch out for this afternoon, 2660, which again is a really strong consumer confidence number there for the States, if that was to be seen. So we've got all this data, but Jerome Powell speaks at 3 o'clock, and he will certainly drive the markets this afternoon. Looking at my chart of the day, which is EuroCAD. Now, EuroCAD is interesting because it has been in this strong uptrend channel, but 53.70 was a key breakout level. That was a long-term sort of breakout level, and continues this recovery uptrend channel. And it now sort of looks as though the market is sort of open on the way towards 59 to 60 area, and this sort of uptrend that we've had in the past few weeks as well, you saw a correction back to that, and it's sort of bounced off that. You've got strong momentum indicators, stochastics and RSI. RSI above 60, stochastics strong. MACD is arguably rolling over a touch, but I still think that this is a strong market, and likely to be breaking out above 56.85, and then on the way towards 59 and 60 area is likely to be seen on this market. So little corrections are a chance to buy on EuroCAD. So looking pretty strong, but the market's biding their time generally, I think, in front of Jerome Powell. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later.